don't know if you can relate to this, but I'm the type of person who saves my good stuff or things that are special because I don't want to use them up, break them, lose them, etc. So I pack these things away, or maybe I leave them on display and admire their existence rather than actually using them for what they are made for. But I want to stop doing this. Even as I say this, I feel a bit anxious. The thought of using my special things scares me, and I'm not entirely sure why. Life is meant to be lived, and we should feel confident to using the things that bring us joy. I've talked about it a lot on this channel. It ties together with decision fatigue, which is exacerbated among the online stationery community by overconsumerism, and that need to chase down planner peace. Don't get me wrong, I love buying things and I love trying different things, but I should use the things I already have. And I can't remember where, but earlier this year, I heard a poem or song lyric that said something like, "Devour your good things," and I want to. So in this video series, I'm going to share some of my special things that I've always hesitant to use. Some of these things I kept for years and years. By talking about these items with you, I hope that the act of enjoying it will pay some sort of homage to its special place it has in my life, while also re-sparkling or rekindling that joy. I have no other goal than to just share these things for what they are. Maybe it'll evolve into something bigger, and maybe it will just go back in the box for another year. Either way, I hope you'll join me and use your good stuff. Hello, friends of Stationery Shenanigans. This is Greg, and in today's episode of Use Your Good Stuff, I'm going to take a look at some of my nice pens and my pen sets that I have not used. We're going to test them out on some paper. We're just going to talk about them a little bit and just enjoy what they are to me, and maybe I'll share a little bit of a background. Again, the purpose of this also gives me accountability to talk about the things that I've not wanted to talk about related to my items, or just want to take that walk down memory lane. But again, the goal is just to use these items and not be afraid of them anymore, and not have them sit in your cabinets, sit in your boxes, and to just actually use them, hence the use your good stuff. So first we'll talk about some pen sets. So the first thing up here, let's move this to the side, this is a cross pen set that my grandparents had given to me for my university graduation, which was quite a long time ago. It was over 15 years ago now. And of course I had used these, just to test them out and all that, but I haven't actually used them elsewhere. Because they were given to me by my grandparents, because it was related to such like a huge accomplishment, and because they were so nice, I just never took them anywhere. I would always leave them at home. I would never really write with them. They just sat in the gift box still in my drawer in my desk. And obviously they are very special to me. It's a cross ballpoint pen and pencil set, and I just haven't used them, but we're going to use them today. We're going to test them out and take a look. I always loved cross pens. I feel like they're very, like the all silver ones or the all gold ones. I think they actually used to be like 24 karat gold. I feel like that was such a mark of like your job or your stature in society. Like doctors would have them on their desk or things like that. So to me, it's like I have this very special association with them. And these are a nice navy blue color, which again is young for someone like a college graduate, and it's a little bit more modern than that gold or silver. I love the blue of it. It's very beautiful. They're very heavy. Like I said, they're all metal, and yeah, so these are my little cross pens. Let's do a zoom in there. And the little box that it came in. So let's test them out. We're going to take my plotter here and just open to any old page. Okay. First we're going to write with the pencil, which I want to say it's like a 0.9. It's really thick, and it actually twists out and twists back up, which is kind of neat. So this is the cross pencil, and it writes kind of exactly how you would assume. It does feel nice, like the heaviness of it. I'm one of those people where I like heavy pens. And then here is just the ballpoint pen. It's like a twist. Who knows if the ink will still work? I'm assuming it will. Oh, and this writes really nice. It goes down really thick and it's oily, and I love that. So I think it uses those like standard refills that you would see. Yeah, so that's Cross. So that is my Cross pen and pen set from college graduation. Next up, we just have some of like special pens that I actually keep in this LIHITLAB Smart Fit pen case, which I love. I think I got it on Amazon a long time ago. It was very inexpensive, but it protects the pen so well because it has like a felt interior, which I'll show you. And I'll link it below if you're interested. It opens up like so. This is hard to see, but it's not felt, it's microfiber, I'm sorry. It has like a microfiber lining, so I have all these metal pens in here that are special to me. And I'm just gonna quickly talk about each one, and we'll just do a pen test in my plotter. So this is the Pilot Timeline, which is a ballpoint pen. I don't think they make it like this anymore, at least not in the old black. This is like my first expensive pen purchase from Tokyo Pen Shop. And I bought it after I got my new job in 2014, so it was kind of like celebratory. The difference about the Timeline, for those of you who are unfamiliar, is that it twists to the cap and then it twists to the actual pen point, which I always thought was so neat and unique. So we're just gonna do a little pen test. This is the Pilot Timeline. And this black one, I do have a white one. This is why I want to do this series, because I love this black one so much. And it was so special to me. I never wanted to take it anywhere because I was afraid I would lose it. So when I saw them on sale on Amazon or something, I bought a white one, which I will take out places because I was too afraid to take my black one. So just being very honest with y'all. This is the Pilot Lucinda, which again is like an upper level ballpoint pen. I have the matching fountain pen, but this is just like a click point, and I just really like it. It just feels very like I'm in charge of something important, or I'm like a lawyer or something, I don't know. And then this I purchased in Dresden, Germany at the whatever main department store it is downtown. I can't remember. This was in 2018 or 2019. This is from Online, I believe, which is one of my favorite German pen companies, which you can't really find much in the US. I've talked about it before. But this is just a super heavy metal twist ballpoint pen, and I just felt so like executive with it. Don't forget, my hands are huge, so this is definitely a huge pen against my huge hands. And it just writes smoothly, and I love it. Again, I don't take it or use it anywhere because I'm afraid I'm gonna lose it. This one is, I think it's Waldman. It's a German brand. I bought this in a really like high-end stationery and bookstore in Moscow, Russia, probably in 2018 or 2017 after I got a bigger promotion. And it is just like a really heavy ballpoint pen. With a twist top as well. I just like the classic marbling of it, and it was special to me. Let's call this Moscow pen. And yeah, again, I remember I did use it for some stuff, but I don't think I ever took it to work. I think I may have taken it out to journal with. Clearly there's a theme where I like really heavy metal ballpoint pens. And the last pen here, this is a Polish brand. I used to go to Poland like 2 or 3 times a year. This is from the brand Zenith, which is like a Polish, kind of like Parker, but in Poland. And I have a lot of their other materials, not materials. I have a lot of their other stuff. And I love all of it. The quality is just like this very classic ballpoint pen and stuff like that. But I do have these silver ones that I kind of saved because I felt like these just were a little bit more special. And again, I'm afraid to take them anywhere and use them because I'm afraid they'll get lost, but they're very classic looking and I just love them. This one actually writes in blue. So those are like my metal pens that are good, but I haven't used them. Okay, and the last one I have for this series is this online pen set from Germany. I purchased this in Dusseldorf, Germany in I think 2015 or maybe 2016 on one of my trips. And the funny story behind this was that I really had to speak German hard to get this because I was at some small like gift shop slash stationery store slash office supply place in like a residential area. It wasn't like a touristy area, and this was in the glass display case, and I had to like ask for it and all that stuff, and the lady did not speak any English, so I had to bust out my old German. It comes in this leather zip case. This is like again a metal pen set. One is a fountain pen and one is a ballpoint. Really just this like classic look. I don't know why I was always drawn to this classic look. It's just very, I guess, timeless. I don't know, you would never get sick of like something, like it's not a crazy color that you would get sick of after you like went through your phase and you're back to whatever pastels or something. Really heavy, shaped interestingly. I don't know if you can tell, but the body of it like looks kind of like a torpedo where it goes out and then comes back in. So I thought that was unique and interesting. And again, online was not that hard to find. And I want to say this was very affordable. It might have been like 20 euros for this set, which for a fountain pen in general, like a German made one, just alone already seems like it's usually over 20 euros. So I just remember being super excited. So let's try out the ballpoint in my plotter. It just feels so nice to like hold in your hand because of the way the body is shaped. Again, I don't know if it's gonna be clear on camera, but online pen that I had to speak German for. And again, I don't use them because I'm afraid I'm gonna lose them or they're just my nice things, but that's what we're turning around in this series. So let's ink up this fountain pen. Let's do it. It's been a long time and I don't think I've ever inked it up. As you can see, or maybe you cannot, it says the Iridium Point Germany, and there is no tip size, but it looks probably, it says 4 on the back of the nib, so I don't know if that means something, but it looks medium to me, I would say. When I open it up, it did come with a cartridge. Okay, cool. Let's use the cartridge that it came with, that it's been sitting in this pen for like 10 years almost. We're doing this together. It's part of the whole use your good stuff healing approach. So this looks like it's just an international standard in blue. We're gonna put it in. And it's really, all of this is like metal. It's nice and heavy. So let's give it a minute. We'll come back and test it out. Okay, it's been about a minute. Let's go ahead and see if this pen is ready to write. And I just want to do a little bit of like a close-up just for those fountain pen lovers. Now, it is kind of weird because you can't really post it. Because of the shape of it, if you try to post the cap, you have to really push down tight. If you push down tight, it stays, but it easily falls back off. So as you can see, it's falling off. So definitely not a posting pen, which I like to post pens in general. So we're just gonna have to use it the way it is. But it is very sleek looking. I do like it. Let's see if this is ready to write. Oh, there we go. Okay, online fountain pen. Okay, it writes really thick. This is probably maybe would be considered a broad nib. Maybe not, I'm not sure, but I do like it. It's nice and smooth. Let's see, as you can see here on my plotter pages. And again, there's no bleed through with plotter paper. But yeah, this is really nice. And since we've inked it up, I now have to use it. So that is one reason why I felt like if I made this video series, it would kind of help me use my good stuff, right? And let's say I use this for a little bit and then I don't like it, at least we actually put it to its purpose. And maybe it's something you discover that you've had for a long time and you never thought you would like, or you weren't sure if you wanted to use it. and then you finally decide to use it and it becomes a permanent place in your creative journey. And I think that's just a really important thing to consider. And yeah, so thank you so much for listening to me talk about my things here, and I really appreciate it. And be on the lookout for more of these types of videos. Let me know in the comments below if there's something that you've had for a really long time and if there's a certain reason why you don't want to use it, and we can have that conversation. I will see you all next time. Take care.